Well, thank you for your attendance. In my first digital class, I shall begin one of the projects under your syllabus named Thank You Ma'am. It is written by Jamio Mercer Langston Hughes, popularly known as Langston Hughes. At first, you have to know something on the author, who is none other than Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was born on February 1, 1902 in Joplin, Missouri, in the United States of America. His father was James Hughes and mother was Carrie Langston. But unfortunately, his father and mother were separated quite early. It was really a big blow for Langston Hughes. Then, Hughes was looked after primarily by his maternal grandmother. He received his education from Central High School, Cleveland, then Lincoln University, named after famous American President Abraham Lincoln, and Columbia University. He was a great playwright, poet, novelist, and short story writer. He was really a versatile genius. His first poem, The Negro Speaks of Rivers, published in the Crisis magazine in the year 1920. It received fame. His other important works are The Weary Blues, Fine Clothes to the Jew, Not Without Laughter, The Ways of White Folks, The Big Sea, I Wonder as I Wonder, Troubled Island, Not Without Laughter, The Ways of the White Folks, etc. The author had been suffering from prostate cancer for some years. Ultimately, he died on May 22nd in the year 1967 at the age of 65. Well, dear boys and girls, you have already learned something about the life history of the author Langston Hughes. Now you have to know something regarding his writing style. Langston Hughes himself belonged to black community. So, he always wanted to raise his voice in favor of the black. He is one of the well-known exponents of what is known as Harlem Renaissance. It is a movement by African American writers, artists, and singers to assert the identity of the black people or the Negroes. His commitment to black themes and black heritage greatly affected his style. In contemporary time, the blacks were really oppressed by the whites. And this inhuman system is still continuing. You will be shocked to know that from 2014 to 2019, within these 5 years, nearly 2,000 or more than 2,000 black people were killed by the white. Very recently, James Floyd, a 46-year black, was inhumanly or brutally killed by the white police. And not only America, throughout the world, this brutal killing was condemned. In his writing, he always fought for the black people. He was also the first to use the jazz rhythms, but his writing, he always uses lucid English. His style is very simple. The reader never suffers from boredom when he or she reads his writing. Well, dear boys and girls, you have already learned the life history and the writing style of the author. Now we have to know something regarding the story. Thank You Ma'am is one of the finest short stories written by the author. Can you tell me the basic or salient features of a short story? If anyone knows it, please convey me after this audio. In this story, you will find only two characters. One of them is an elderly woman, Mrs. Luella Bates Washington Jones, and the other one was a young boy, Roger, a boy of 14 or 15. Mrs. Jones was returning home at about 11 o'clock at night after her work. At that time, the boy attempted to snatch her purse, but he did not get success. He was caught by the woman. The woman, instead of putting the boy to the police, took him to her home and gave him food and attention. The boy was really surprised to see the kindness of Mrs. Jones. He was deeply gratified when the lady not only gave him money to buy his coveted or desired blue suede shoes, but also showed that she trusted him to be good. Here, the readers find the motherly affection of Mrs. Jones. The boy wanted to express his gratitude, but so intense were his emotions that expression fell short of words. At last, the readers will find that he only uttered when he left two words: thank you. This is in brief the story or the subject matter of the story. Well, dear boys and girls, now you are asked to open at page number 50 of your English textbook Mindscapes. You have already learned something regarding the story. You are now asked to read the first paragraph of the story. I am giving you 5 minutes time to read the first paragraph. After completion of reading the first paragraph of the story, I shall again come back after 5 minutes. So, my dear students, you are requested to read the opening paragraph of this beautiful short story written by Jamio Mercer Langston Hughes popularly known as Langston Hughes.